Charleenkaw.
Yo, Beetrice.
I don't even understand why they've got us on this case anyway. Shouldn't the local police be covering this?
Must I remind you, Beatrice, that we are the local police now, ever since that incident at the bingo hall.
Sure, but we're still specialized investigators, Charleenkaw.
I know that, Beatrice, but listen, there might be something that I haven't told you about this case, something from my past.
Something from your past? But we've been together for over 40 years, and I know everything about you.
I know that we've been inseparable for 50 or 60 years, but do you remember that time in the 80s when I disappeared for a little while? And I got back and I told you never to talk about it, and like a true friend you never have.
Charleenkaw, I do remember. But is now the time? Are you finally going to tell me what happened?
I may have to if this murder is what the initial report suggests. But in the meantime, there's a stop we have to make.
Where's that, old friend?
We need to get some bloody coffee and donuts before I bust a blood vessel.
Hot chocolate!
Let's jelly roll.
Yes! Who's there?
Hello? Is anyone here? It's the police!
I'm here, please. I think I need some help.
This place looks empty. Where did they say the body was again?
I'm here.
Bathtub. Let's go.
Seems to be a pretty messed up situation if I do say so myself, old friend.
Yes, Beatrice, I would tend to agree. It would seem as though my suspicions about this case are correct.
What do you mean?
Listen, what I'm going to tell you, it's going to shock you. You might lose faith in everything you know about the universe.
Okay, Charleenkaw. I'm ready.
I don't think you are ready.
Well, what do you suggest?
I suggest we get more coffee and donuts, and after that, then you'll be ready.
You're a smart woman, Charleenkaw. Let's go. Okay, Charleenkaw, spill the beans. What happened that's so mysterious in the 80s? What are you doing?
I feel like I'm being watched.
Yeah, by me, but you don't even see me, do you?
What I'm going to tell you is of the utmost secrecy, but I think we're safe. So I was contracted by the Canadian government in 1982 to be part of a top secret experiment. They swore me to secrecy, shipped me off to Tibet. When I was there, I met an ancient man who shall remain nameless. We spent the next few years together and he taught me the true ways of hypnotic sessions.
Hypnotic sessions?
Hypnotic sessions. They're like a way for me to enter the realities and states of existence, to completely understand the nature of the unknown forces that me and you have been fighting all these years. It's pretty complicated stuff.
Okay, well, that's pretty weird, but what does it have to do with this case?
I'm getting to that. You see, they asked me to be specially trained in order to help them solve a rather baffling mystery that had been plaguing the police department. There was a homicidal maniac going around Calgary killing people. There didn't seem to be a pattern. Men, women, children, no one was safe from this maniac.
Well, then how did you know it was the same killer?
That's the thing. There was a specific thing that linked all of these murders. Did you see the cutout eyes on the body?
Yeah.
Well, that was this guy's calling card. He called it Scrapbook.
And you think he's back?
Yes and no. You see, when I was finally called in to help with this case, they were completely at a loss. The bodies were piling up and they didn't have an idea of who this guy might be. So I ended up doing a very special hypnotic session. Entered this guy's head while he was killing the next victim. It was a young girl. And when I saw who it was and where they were, by the time I got there, Scrapbook was already dead. No one knows who killed him, and we never got any answers after that.
So, you're thinking that this is some kind of copycat murderer?
No, this is Scrapbook. The real Scrapbook. No one ever knew that he took the victim's real eyes with him. That information was kept secret, just in case of a situation exactly like this. if Scrapbook was killed in 1984, then that means that the scrapbook that killed the girl... It's a ghost. Correct, Beatrice.
What the hell is actually happening to me?
Pete, you came back. Where exactly did you go?
I went home. But listen, there were these two detectives there, and they were talking about what happened to me. Lazy, I was murdered.
Oh, Pete, I'm sorry. I was afraid something like this would have happened.
I know it's horrible. But the thing is, the person that murdered me wasn't a real person.
An animal?
No, nothing like that. The detective said it was a ghost. A dead serial killer from the 1980s.
That sounds crazy. Who was it?
Some guy named Scrapbook. Lacy, I don't know what to do. And because I'm apparently a ghost, I can't even touch anything.
In the ghost tank you can. Well, I think you can. Go ahead and bang on the glass.
After a brief internet search, I discovered that Scrapbook died in 1984 under mysterious circumstances.
What happens if I leave the ghost tank?
You will fade away to where you came from. I can only sustain the field inside the ghost tank. I'm sorry, but you're kind of stuck in a bubble.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
So, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm dead, murdered, lifeless, apparently a ghost.
That doesn't mean you can't spend quality time with your friends.
I suppose, maybe just for a little while. I should get back to the ghost world soon, though. But I can come back, right?
Oh, yes, the ghost tank's not going anywhere. You can come back whenever you like.
Can I help you?
I was supposed to meet my mom here. I have been waiting downstairs for ages.
Come in.
Thank you.
Jenny! Oh my god, just get in here and sit down. Please be quiet.
Sorry for an interruption, everyone.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was our plan for a portal into the unknown.
Or as we'd like to call it, a friendly wormhole. Are there any questions?
Are you hoping that we'll be funding this project?
Not exactly. We certainly want your money, but we invited you people here specifically.
You see, each of you has a background in the sciences needed to get this project going.
So basically you want us to be partners?
This sounds infinitely exciting, but how long do you think the project will take?
To be honest, I don't know. Could be the rest of our lives.
But the benefits are undeniable.
Well, I'm sold. Who wouldn't want to spend the rest of their life messing around with stuff in a science lab?
Well, money is no issue with me.
Well, I think I speak for all of us when I say we're in.
Thank you so much.
You won't regret this.
6 of those were supposed to feed the whole group. You just don't understand, do you, Pete?
No, I'm not sure that I do. You promised me a restaurant. This isn't a bloody restaurant, is it?
Do you think that would change anything? You're mowing the grass all wrong. This isn't your field. It was never your field.
Where do I belong then? You know what? I made a new friend, and I think I'm gonna go and see him somewhere, if that's okay.
Now, you belong to yourself. But that doesn't change the fact that you were special. And Mindy needed you. They all needed you.
don't understand.
This story isn't about you. There's something you need to do, but I can't just go telling you what it is. If you don't figure this out, no one's going to be eating tonight.
Am I supposed to save Mindy?
Mindy's a ghost, like you're a ghost. And yes.
Well, if she's a ghost, isn't it too late for her already?
Well, dying isn't the end of the story. If it was, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
I guess that makes sense.
Pete, you need to fix this.